So I literally just got finished making the video. I go to check my phone and I see that a friend of mine has posted that his dear friend has passed away. And you guys may know who this is, because she is Miss USA 2019 Miss USA. Yes, her name, let me get her name. I'm so bad at following this kind of stuff. I haven't watched the Miss USA pageant in a long time. Cheslie Kryst, former Miss USA and extra correspondent, dies at 30. So far they are ruling her cause of death as suicide. In the article they say that she jumped from a building, ending her life. Very, very sad. Very sad to hear that. And she's a very, very beautiful woman. She was very beautiful woman. She was also 30 years old. This is a picture of her. So she was 30 years old. Wow, that's very young, isn't it? You know, we don't really, because we weren't there, we don't know if anybody else was there in the building, you know, if it was an accident. Like, we don't really know, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just going off of what I'm reading here, you know, because when we talk about suicide, you know, that's something that I really felt like I needed to talk to you guys about. So in case you're new to my channel, my name is Tam and I am in the mental health field. I deal with the secure mentally ill inmates on a daily basis. So in my line of work, and I'm not representing my line of work or my agency at this time, everything that I say is totally based off of my observations over the years, over the almost 20 years. Actually, I've been in law enforcement like way longer than that, almost 30 years, I want to say. I worked with the Department of Juvenile Justice. I worked as a military police officer, so I have a lot of experience with law enforcement and personalities. The other day, someone posted on my channel and they said that they had been feeling sad and depressed, you know, and that my videos kind of help get you going and get you through. So I wanted to, you know, I wasn't even gonna talk about depression, because I feel like when I talk about depression, oh my gosh, I get why do you talk about depression? Because it makes me feel sad. You know, oh my God, when you talk about depression, it just makes me feel a certain kind of way. You know, your views are going to be low if you talk about depression, and people don't want to hear about depression, so they're not going to watch you. But yet, here we are again. You know, a beautiful woman allegedly commits suicide. And you start to wonder, like, what was this person possibly going through? So I can't speak for her. I don't know what she was going through, but I can talk about the topic. And I don't know if she was depressed. I don't know if she was going through anything. I don't know what her situation was, but it made me say, let me talk about this topic because somebody else may be feeling sad or depressed. You know what I mean? And what can you do to help yourself get out of that rut, to get out of those feelings? We always talk about anniversary depression. We always talk about anxiety. Anxiety and depression go hand in hand. Why do they go hand in hand? They go hand in hand because a lot of times when you're anxious, you know, it could be because of an illness. It could just be because of, you could get anxiety from whatever your trigger is, you are anxious, okay? So let's say you get anxiety because someone you know passed away. Let's use this for example. You know someone who jumped off of a building and committed suicide. So now whenever you may drive by a large building, you know, you may feel anxious. It could trigger something in you to make you feel anxious. The thought of somebody passing away could cause you to feel anxious. It could be the day the person passed away, and you're thinking about it, now you have anxiety. It could be you don't like driving a car and you get anxious because you're driving a car. Whatever, however big, however small, let's just say you have an anxiety disorder. Okay? Say you have this anxiety disorder and it just keeps coming back. No matter what you do, it just keeps coming back. You know, you start to feel the physical symptoms of anxiety. Oh, you always get these headaches, your stomach is always hurting, you always get this backache. Like you just start having physical symptoms of anxiety that prevent you from being able to go to work, that prevent you from being able to hang out with friends. Your mood just won't change. Like you're constantly sad. Now, constantly sad because you have these anxious feelings that you can't escape, causing you to feel sad. When that happens over a lengthy period of time, most of the time, here comes depression. Depression shows up because you can't get a handle on your anxiety. And then sometimes anxiety shows back up because you can't get a handle on your depression. They are like this. They go hand in hand, they intertwine, they flip-flop, they go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? They're in and out. The best way to be able to deal with that is to learn how to identify your triggers. Because it's true what they say, knowledge is really power. Once you know what? I get so triggered whenever I'm around this person. This person triggers me and they make me want to do like things that I shouldn't do. Drugs, whatever. They're a bad influence on you. You keep hanging around them. They start making you feel bad about, who you are, that kind of thing. Just you being around them could cause you to feel anxious. And you have to figure out where your anxiety is coming from, is what I'm trying to say. You have to try to pinpoint, where is my anxiety coming from? I will give you me for an example. I have been a victim of school bullying. I've been a victim of workplace violence, harassment. I have been in all of that. When I became a victim of the workplace harassment is when I became triggered. My anxiety was triggered because that actually set me back into a spiral of what I used to go through when I was in high school. I was bullied so bad in high school, it was hard for me to go to school. It was hard for me to apply myself at school. There were days when I just really could not be at school. I would hide out. I would not eat lunch. I would stay in the classroom with my teacher because I was afraid to go out and be around these girls who had wanted to fight me. When I grew up, guess what? In some instances, it was kind of like the same. It, you know, do I feel like, you know, I'm going to fight somebody now? No, I don't feel like that. Do I feel like somebody is going to fight me? No, I don't feel like that. But the anxiety was triggered. It brought back old feelings. It brought all of that back. So I had to learn how to fight the feeling of feeling anxious, depressed, sad, and all of that. I'm grateful and I'm lucky the fact that I work where I work, you know, in the field that I do, because it has taught me a lot of how to cope. But not everybody is as fortunate as I am, and not everybody wants to continue to fight. For some people, suicide is the only way that they can stop whatever they're going through from constantly happening in their mind. That's how they feel. They feel like this is an issue that is not going to stop. There's no time frame. This is just a Groundhog's Day, and it just never is going to get better. That's how they feel. So when somebody says, I don't understand, you know, what they were going through. Like, why would they feel like they had to do that? Don't they know tomorrow's a new day? All they had to do was just keep hope alive and keep hanging on, and it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. Well, for them, every day is the same. Every day is the same, and they cannot figure out how to end the problem that they are in. Okay? That's why it is so important. It is so important that if you are feeling that way, that you reach out to someone who has a skill set to help you, to give you help, because there is always a way to help you. As a friend, that is why it is so important for you to not judge. That is why it's so important for you to, you know, be mindful that just because so-and-so is smiling, remember, hey guys, hey class, listen up. This is what I've been talking about. You see the outer appearance of people and you may think, oh, this person right here has it all together. This person right here is not going through anything. This person right here is making me feel good. So let me tag on to this feel good feeling. Y'all probably don't understand. You don't understand until it's too late sometimes that that person that you're tagging along with, that, you know, you feel like that they are a beacon of light and all of this and all that, they're going through something. They're going through something. All right. Now, for me, I feel great. I do wear my feelings on my sleeve. Yes, I do. Why? Because I'm very transparent. Because I like for people to understand that it is okay to feel sad some days. It is okay to feel anxious some days. It is okay to feel happy some days. And it is okay to have all of those feelings. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to be indecisive. It is okay to be who you are. But what are you doing to improve yourself? What are you doing to improve yourself? What are you working on? What are you trying to change? Is there something about yourself that you feel like, you know what, I need to improve in this area right here? You know what? I'm lacking in this area right here. I need to improve a little bit more in this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about getting a BBL. I'm not talking about getting a hair weave or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about what are you doing to improve yourself? Do you need to go back to school? Do you need to go find you a job, a better job? Do you need to leave the job that you're in? You know, do you need to take time out for yourself? Do you need to take time out for your family? Let's talk about that. Y'all don't always see me on YouTube. I don't post as much as I used to. I still post pretty regular. I have like 300 and something videos, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've only been doing this for what, like 2 or 3 years? I have a lot of videos, because I'm consistent. And when I was going through the work stuff that I was going through and it was like draining the life out of me, I had to use my energy and put it somewhere else. So I put my energy into YouTube. And it really helped me channel this other area of like creativity that I was able to put out. For that, I am forever grateful and thankful. Now, I had to start getting back into myself because I realized there were so many things that I had been missing. Y'all, I miss watching TV. Ozark. What? Ozark had my attention like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to watch like Lifetime TV and all that kind of stuff. That's what I used to do on the weekends, y'all. I used to cook, watch some Lifetime and all that kind of stuff. I used to do my little facial masks and all of that. You know, that's what I did for me. And then I realized that when YouTube came, you know, like when I was doing all this YouTube stuff, I was actually like doing less for me. I was doing less for me. But YouTube helped me with my anxiety. You know, it gave me a hobby. It gave me a way to channel a lot of the anxiety and put it somewhere else. So, because we all know that sometimes when you have anxious thoughts, it's all about trying to break the cycle, like before you get down that rabbit hole. You're trying to reroute your way of thinking. You see what I'm saying? So anyways, to kind of wrap this video up, I just wanted to basically come out and give you guys like something, a video of substance. You know, I do talk about mental health sometimes, but I don't talk about it all the time. I talk about it sometimes. I don't want it to be a depressive topic. I don't want it to be something that like you guys like dread talking about, dread hearing. You know, I don't want you to feel a certain kind of way, but the truth is not going to always be comfortable. And, you know, that's just unfortunate. That's just the way it is. I am a truth teller. I tell it like it is, you know. So if you ask me a question, I'm going to always be honest with you. I'm going to always give you an honest answer. But I did feel like I needed to touch on that topic tonight because by that just happening, you know, I was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, people always have like questions like when something shocking like that happens, like why with this beautiful woman, you know, in her own life. And so the answer to that, unfortunately, I don't know. But I will just say that oftentimes people just feel like they don't have any other way out and they are tired of going through what they're going through. But if you ever feel like that, you know, please reach out to someone because someone will help you. Okay? Alright guys, if you found this video helpful in any way, you know, comment below, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video real soon. Bye!